Most AI tutors are excellent at giving answers, but a correct explanation can still leave the wrong mental model untouched. Hingewise starts one step earlier. It asks you to explain what you think is happening. In this example, the learner believes summer happens because Earth moves closer to the sun. Hingewise sends that explanation to GPT-5.6, not to grade the learner, but to reconstruct the reasoning behind the answer. It preserves what is already sound. Sunlight heats Earth, and distance can affect intensity. Then it identifies the earliest wrong turn, the hidden hinge, the assumption that distance controls the seasons. Here is the key interaction. Switch from before to after, and Hingewise replaces only that hinge. The reasoning realigns around Earth's tilt, the angle of sunlight, and the length of each day. The correction becomes visible instead of disappearing inside a chat response. Hingewise also explains why the original belief felt reasonable. Then it asks for a prediction before revealing the repair. If distance causes seasons, should Australia and Canada have summer at the same time? The contradiction creates a useful surprise. A final transfer question asks the learner to apply the repaired model again. As learning continues, learners can revisit earlier analyses to see how their thinking changes over time. I used Codex as the primary build partner. It checked the current requirements, explored product directions, implemented the responsive interface, and GPT-5.6 integration, diagnosed problems, wrote integration tests, and prepared the deployment and submission materials. My role was to test each version as a learner, considering both the first experience and how it felt over repeated use. I identified friction and suggested improvements that made the learning process clearer, more continuous, and more useful over time. GPT 5.6 is the reasoning engine behind every live analysis. Using strict structured outputs, it transforms a free-form explanation into a before and after reasoning trace, a targeted repair challenge, and a transfer check. That's Hingewise. Find the belief behind the mistake, change the hinge, and watch the reasoning realign.